Every time Elliot handles a body, he snips away the clothes. He leaves the deceased completely naked. Today, the delivery is a beauty named Anna. He can't wait to cut off her dress straps. But Anna suddenly snaps her eyes open. "Where am I?" she asks. Weirdly, Elliot stays totally calm. It's like he's seen this 1,000 times before. He tells Anna she is in a funeral home. He tells her she died in a car crash. Anna's eyes go wide. She remembers driving in the rain. She remembers the accident. Then, everything went black. But if she's dead, how can she still talk? Elliot sees her doubt and grabs a death certificate from the shelf. It clearly states she died 8 hours ago in a wreck. Before Anna can even process this, Elliot starts sponging her wounds. Anna doesn't understand what he's doing. Elliot is a mortician. His job is to make the dead look perfect. At this point, Anna still refuses to believe she is dead. She begs Elliot to let her go. She promises to keep his secret. Elliot ignores her and says something chilling. "You have to trust me. I'm only here to help you." Anna is terrified. She wants to run away, but her body is completely powerless. She can only watch as Elliot uses a needle and thread to stitch up her head. The strange thing is, Anna feels zero pain. Elliot checks his watch and pulls out a syringe of yellow liquid. He injects it into Anna's body. Anna instantly feels groggy and passes out. When she wakes up again, it is already evening. She checks for a pulse. She feels nothing. Panicked, she slams her hand against the bed frame. Even with such a violent hit, she feels no pain at all. Is she actually dead? She tries to flee, but the door is locked tight. Meanwhile, her boyfriend Paul arrives at the funeral home. He wants to see Anna one last time, but Elliot turns him away, saying he isn't family. No matter how much Paul begs, Elliot won't budge. Anna hears Paul's voice and screams for him, but the room is soundproof. Paul hears nothing. Anna panics and tries to call him, but the phone line is cut. The opportunity slips away. She trashes the room to vent her frustration. When Elliot opens the door, the place is a total mess. Anna begs him to set her free. Elliot doesn't give in. Later, Anna's mother visits the funeral home. She misses her daughter too much and needs one last look. Elliot slowly pulls back the white sheet. At the sight of Anna, her mother bursts into tears. After a brief goodbye, she turns to leave. Elliot seems worried that Anna might wake up. He hurries to cover her back up. Suddenly, the mother turns around. She tells Elliot that Anna was a brunette. She asks him to dye her hair back to its original color. Elliot agrees immediately. He only breathes a sigh of relief once she's gone. But during the entire encounter, Anna felt everything. She thinks Elliot is hiding something from her. To escape this hellhole, she finds a pair of surgical scissors. She hides them behind her back. When Elliot isn't looking, Anna lunges at him, but Elliot dodges her easily. She's screwed. Watching Elliot slowly walk toward her, Anna loses it. He grabs Anna's hand. He points the sharp blades right at his own neck. Elliot knows Anna doesn't have the guts to kill. That's why he's so brave. Elliot tells Anna the only reason he can see her is because he has a special gift. He can talk to the dead, but obviously, Anna doesn't buy his BS. Before leaving, Elliot gives her a warning. Her funeral is in 2 days. Don't even think about running. Despite the warning, Anna still wants to get out. One day, she finally sees an opening. Elliot brings her a burial shroud. He wants her to try it on. While Elliot is distracted, Anna swipes his keys. Once Elliot drives away, Anna grabs the keys. She tries to unlock the door and leave, but there are too many keys. She has to try them one by one. Elliot is at the gas station. He doesn't realize the keys are gone, but when he goes to pay, he notices they're missing. He has a bad feeling. He races back home. Right then, Anna gets the door open, but she finds the main gate locked. If she can just open this last door, she'll be free. She finally gets the gate open, only to run smack into Elliot. Anna panics. She ducks into a room to hide. She quickly dials Paul's number. She wants to tell him she's still alive, but the signal is terrible. Paul thinks it's a telemarketer. He hangs up immediately, before Anna can react. Elliot appears right behind her. He tells her to stop dreaming. It only makes the pain worse. Anna screams, "Then prove to me that I'm really dead." Elliot rips the black cloth off the mirror. He tells Anna to take a good look at herself. Anna steps closer. She sees her face is completely bloodless. She can't believe she looks like a literal corpse. She falls into total despair. She starts to believe Elliot's words. Maybe she really is dead. Elliot is about to celebrate, but then he spots a boy named Jack witnessing the whole thing. Jack recognizes Anna instantly, because Anna is his teacher at school, but Elliot doesn't sweat it. He thinks nobody will believe a kid. Just then, Anna lets out a sigh. Elliot panics. He quickly wipes her breath off the glass. From that point on, Anna, who is actually alive, accepts that she is a corpse. But that fog on the glass proves it. Anna is 100% alive. She just doesn't know it. The next day, a cop named Vincent stops by the funeral home, but he's not there for Anna. He's there to visit his brother. While he's chatting with Elliot, Anna's head suddenly twitches. As a cop, Vincent notices something is off. But to keep Elliot from getting suspicious, he asks for 2 minutes alone with his brother. Elliot doesn't say no. He turns and leaves the room. Once Elliot is gone, Vincent rushes to Anna's side. He slowly lifts the white sheet. He wants to check for a heartbeat. Suddenly, Elliot walks back in. He scares the living daylights out of Vincent. Vincent doesn't know how to explain himself. He just grabs his hat and bolts. The whole thing makes Elliot furious, but he can't exactly get revenge. All he can do is give Vincent's dead brother a terrifying makeover. Meanwhile, Paul goes to the school to pack up Anna's things. Jack happens to see him. Jack runs up and stops him in his tracks. He says he saw Anna at the funeral home last night. She was even wearing a long red dress. But Paul doesn't believe a word of it. He even slaps Jack to the ground. He's been having constant dreams about Anna lately, and that phone call from yesterday, the voice sounded exactly like her. He thought he was just hallucinating, but then he thinks back carefully. On the day of the crash, Anna really was wearing a red dress. Is it possible Anna is actually alive? He rushes to the funeral home immediately. He's desperate to see her. Elliot is worried things will go wrong. He grips a pair of scissors. He follows close behind Paul. Paul screams Anna's name like crazy, but Anna hears him and doesn't go out to meet him, because after everything that happened last night, she is convinced she is just a corpse. She thinks that besides Elliot, nobody can hear her voice anymore, since Anna never shows up. Paul is worried sick about her. He heads to the police station. He asks a cop friend to help him out, but his friend thinks he's just grief-stricken. He thinks Paul is having wild delusions. The friend pulls out Anna's death certificate, but Paul spots a lot of red flags on it. The medical examiner never even saw the body. He thinks Anna might have been drugged and then wrongly declared dead. Another officer nearby hears this. He remembers a drug that can stop a heart temporarily, just as the friend starts to have second thoughts. Vincent, the other cop, speaks up. He says he was just there this morning, and he's sure Anna is really dead. Paul finally gives up all hope. On the day of the funeral, Elliot dresses Anna up perfectly. He asks Anna if she has a final wish. Anna wants one last look at the world, but when Elliot leads her to the door, Anna is too scared to step outside. Elliot tells her, "It's just human nature. You fear death before you die, and you fear life once you're dead." Then Elliot gets ready to inject her again, but Anna wants to see herself one last time before the burial. Elliot hands her a mirror. Looking at her reflection, Anna lets out a sigh without thinking. She sees the fog on the mirror's surface. She finally realizes she isn't actually dead, but it's too late now. Elliot ignores her struggling. He pumps the drug into her body again. Anna passes out instantly. Elliot snaps a photo of her. Then he wheels her out to the service. Paul arrives at the funeral as he slides a ring onto Anna's finger. The corner of Anna's mouth suddenly twitches. Elliot gets super nervous. But unfortunately, Paul doesn't notice a thing. Elliot finally breathes a sigh of relief. He quickly slams the casket shut. Later, Elliot goes to the back room. He pins Anna's photo to the wall. To anyone's shock, the wall is plastered with photos just like it. It means every one of these victims was Elliot's work. Meanwhile, when Anna wakes up again, she's already buried deep underground. She's absolutely terrified. She bangs on the coffin lid non-stop, but no matter how hard she screams, nobody hears a thing, and just like that, Anna is buried alive. After the funeral ends, a heartbroken Paul drinks himself into a stupor. He just wants to numb the pain. That's when Elliot sneaks up behind him. He tells Paul a secret. Anna is actually still alive. Paul is absolutely livid. He wants to beat the living daylights out of Elliot, but Elliot tells him to hurry up. He says Anna is running out of time. Paul bolts out the door. He races his car toward the cemetery. A light rain starts to fall, but Paul is drunk and doesn't even slow down. Instead, he pushes the pedal to the metal. Suddenly, a bright white light flashes. When he opens his eyes again, an ambulance zooms past. He doesn't realize anything is wrong. He makes it to the graveyard and digs up the coffin. He pulls Anna out of the ground. Miraculously, she's alive. But then, he hears a noise behind him. Paul turns his head to look. In that split second, Anna disappears from his arms. When that white light flashed, he actually crashed his car. Now he is lying on the cold morgue table. The man preparing his body is the same old Elliot, but there's one difference this time. Elliot has a brand new assistant, Jack. Now, the exact same fate as Anna's is waiting for Paul.